Hi guys, Dr. Angus here from Life Chiropractic in Port Melbourne, and welcome to week 11 in our focus on caring for the office worker. I've got a question for you. Do you notice tension building in your neck and shoulders and your low back when you're sitting all day? Well, if you do, you're not alone. Now, one of the more frequently asked questions that we've had over the last 11 weeks is all about the standing or the variable height desk. So in today's video, I'm actually going to cut back to a video that I just prepared a little bit earlier on this year where I address some of the ups and downs of the standing desk. So stick around and I'll tell you more. Neck, back and shoulder pain is nothing new when it comes to prolonged sitting. However, researchers over the last decade have begun to discover that prolonged sitting is not just bad for your back, but may well be bad for your entire health. So researcher Dr. James Levine has been studying the impact of prolonged sitting and the sedentary lifestyle for almost 2 decades, and he sums up his findings in these two pretty alarming sentences. Here's what he has to say. Sitting is more dangerous than smoking, kills more people than HIV, and is more treacherous than parachuting. He goes on to say that we are literally sitting ourselves to death. Now, workplaces around the globe are beginning to finally understand the impact of prolonged sitting. And along with that has become this trend of the standing desk. Now, the idea behind the standing desk is to start to get us moving more often. Now, standing desks tend to come in one of two different formats. So either one, the entire desk tends to raise up and then raise down as well. Now you can get fixed standing desks or variable height ones. Now I'm going to recommend that you get a variable height one, and we'll talk more about that in just a couple of moments as well. Now these sorts of standing desks start at about $500 and go upwards depending on how fancy you get. We've got some that have motorized remote controls, so on and so forth as well. Then there's a kind of desk, literally standing desk, that sits on top of your current desk. My favorite brand, and the one that I have, in fact, that I'm filming from right now in the seated version, is called a VariDesk. Okay, so I'll put a picture up here as we're sitting here as well. The VariDesk, like I said before, what's great about it is it sits on top of your current workstation and just raises up and then lowers down. So is the standing desk the solution to our woes of prolonged sitting? Well, the jury is still out. You see, now my logic is this, is the early death and the associated challenges with prolonged sitting is not so much about just sitting, it's about the sedentary lifestyle. It's the fact that we're not moving, and merely moving to a standing desk doesn't guarantee that we're going to be moving. Now, early research suggests that when we do go to a standing desk that we do move a little bit more often. However, there's nothing concrete to show that that will decrease some of the risks associated with what we found with sitting. However, over the last 3 to 5 years, I have had numerous patients notice great benefits from the standing desks as far as to the aches and pains that are normally associated with sitting. Less carpal tunnel, less shoulder tension, neck tension, headaches, and less stress on the low back. However, moving to a standing desk does come with its challenges as well. It can be tough on the low back, on the knees, the hips, the ankles, when you go from sitting all day to standing for hours on end. So my solution, my recommendations with that is think about a variable height desk. That way you can change into periods of sitting and standing and give yourself a chance to get used to it as well. So is the standing desk our solution? Well, I think it's part of the solution, but the real solution is move, 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 and you get it, move even more. So this has been Dr. Angus Pike here from Life Chiropractic. So until next time, stay well and move more. We look forward to seeing you soon. So a PS, if you've got questions about standing desks, if you've got some questions about how you can minimize some of the impacts associated with prolonged sitting as well, then be sure to ask either myself or Dr. Kirby when you're next in for an adjustment as well. We'd be happy to provide some support. So over and out, until next time, stay well, be well, move lots. See you soon.